Hi, Gemini. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for November 2025. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in November and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check them out. This recording is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Gemini, now onto your November 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. In this month of November, everyone on this planet is going to be affected by light codes that are emanating from the sun, that is raising our frequencies and vibrations and expanding our consciousness. We will all be affected by this one way or another. So keep this in mind, that November is likely to be a very impactful and pivotal month for us all. So I wish you many blessings in this month of November. And the first card you have in your reading is the Eight of Swords. So this is a card that could indicate that you feel trapped or bound in some circumstance or situation that you can't see how to get out of it. This could also indicate being trapped in an emotional prison of your own self, like trapped in an emotional prison. You may feel like you can't move because you're going to get docked pay or money or something no matter what step you take. So it could be in a work situation. This could also be in a marriage or a relationship where you're like, if I make one move this way or that way, you know, maybe you think your partner will divorce you or take money from you. Or if you have an ex that you have to go through settlement with, or child support or alimony payments or anything like that, you may feel like they're going to come after you for something, like, or like you're boxed in, you're trapped. You could be trapped by a legal agreement, a contract of, or some other type of agreement could be boxing you in. You may feel very much like you don't want to show all your cards, and in November, you may want to keep your cards close to your vest. You may also feel worried, like there's things brewing in the outside world, and you may feel like one step out the door and something's going to jump on you. Now that's an exaggeration, but it depends on where you live. Maybe where you live you feel like that. Maybe it feels unsafe. But it could be, that could be an exaggeration, and you just may feel like where you normally have to commute to work or your neighborhood could be changing, that things you would normally not have thought 2 seconds about, you may have fear and trepidation and anxiety and worry about going about your daily life or your daily commute or stepping outside your door. Maybe there's a lot of gangs or protests going on in your area, or I don't know, something could have changed. And so things you didn't give 2 thoughts about in the past now could have strong importance, and you could feel unsafe. Like you could feel like you're trapped because you feel like a situation you're in, it may feel unsafe to you. There could be something you want to get repaired or restored, and you may not be really sure or clear how to do it. It could be a home renovation. It could be a car or something mechanical that needs to be fixed, repaired, or refurbished. It could also be, or regenerated. It could also be in your own physical body. But whatever it is, you may be, whatever this is that needs to be fixed, improved, upgraded, or elevated, you may be confused about how to go, not sure how to do it, or how to go about doing it. Or maybe you don't have the finances to do it, and that could be making you feel stuck or trapped. So the next card in your reading is the Four of Pentacles, and this is a card that symbolizes the miser. This is holding on protectively to things of value. It could be money, it could be possessions. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles shows up saying you could have financial success coming to you in the future. You may get invited to go somewhere and you have to give a gift of cash or some kind of donation. And you may be like not really sure how much you want to donate or give, or if you have the funds to do it. You could also be very concerned of not wanting certain people to know how much money you have. This could be family members to you. This could also be like friends or coworkers or somebody. You may feel like, I don't want them to know whether you have a lot of money or you don't have a lot of money. Either way, you may just not want somebody to know your financial status and picture at this time. And for some reason, it's coming up this way. So somebody may be inquiring about it. You may be very hands-on and do it yourself, and you may be a person that really is good at fixing a lot of things that get broken on your own. And if you have the knowledge and know how to do it, or you look up tutorials and YouTube videos and other videos to learn how to do it, you may be starting to fix your own stuff. If you hadn't done it before, you may get really good at it now. You could try to withdraw money from a bank or bank account, and the bank may not let you. And it may not have anything to do with you. This could be something else going on out in the world or in that particular financial institution. Or they may put a time frame on it like, okay, we get you want this money, but you can't withdraw it for 30 days. They may put some like weird time parameter on when you're able to do it. If that happens, you are going to read them the riot act. You're going to tear those walls down. You're going to be mad. I see you really flipping out. If that happens to you, I don't see you walking away calmly and going, okay, 30 days. Sounds good. No, you're going to be like, what? And So it could also be something else withholding money from you that you're supposed to get, like a raise or an alimony check, a child support check, a raise, a settlement from a lawsuit, something that's supposed to come like disability or workman's compensation or a stipend or an unemployment check or something. There could be, or Social Security, there could be something that gets withheld. And they may say there's a time limit on it and like it's coming, but you can't get it. It's not going to be available to you for 30 days. You may also do some digging and research into how some kind of money was spent. So if you have any elderly relatives and they had a caregiver, or a power of attorney, you may be looking into, how is my mom or dad or elderly relatives' money getting spent? You may want to look into that. So the next card in your reading is the Four of Swords, and this is a card that symbolizes a pause, a resting phase, a meditative state, a recuperation from an illness. It could also indicate prayer. By the way, before I go on here, please hit the like button. And if you see the hype button and you want to hit that, I would appreciate it, because you know what? People have hit the hype button recently, and I started to see my videos show up on the YouTube feed, and I hadn't seen that in a long time. So please, please hit that like button. It does help this channel. So back to Four of Swords. So Four of Swords is, like I said, a pause, a resting phase, a meditative state, a recuperation from an illness or prayer. I do feel like some of you are recuperating from some kind of illness. It could be a cold, a flu. It could be strep throat, sore throat, laryngitis. I get throat issues. Or if you had some kind of cosmetic surgery or a procedure, you could be healing from those things as well. You may have certain things that you want to take and sell because you don't want to be burdened with them anymore, or you don't want to, and it could be stuff you inherited. If it's not your own stuff and you're like, oh, I got too much stuff, I don't want to be chained with all these things, I got to sell stuff, get rid of it, blah, blah, blah. But for some of you, it could be things you were gifted or inherited, or something that you just don't want this stuff anymore. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to store it. Maybe you don't feel like putting through the effort into selling it, or you may sell it. Some of it you may sell, but some of you may just get rid of. I feel that some of you could find some good breakthrough or helpful information about a vitamin that you could be taking that maybe you're deficient in. It could be D3, but it could be other things, and I'm not really sure how to tell you to test that. I have seen people say you can get these kits yourself and figure out what allergies you have, so there may be some kind of self-testing kit you could get to show you what vitamin deficiencies you're having, because I feel like there's something you could take that would really improve your skin appearance and health and wellness all the way around, like make you just feel like you have more energy. Family secrets could come out now. Family secrets, things that were hidden. It could have been the family you grew up in. It could be a family that you created with somebody else. It could be other family members, like siblings to you, that have their own family secrets. Like, you don't know, but some family secrets could come out into the open in November. And again, as I said earlier, in the United States, it's Thanksgiving. And so it could occur at a family event, even. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, it could happen at that event. Some of you may go on some kind of new medication, whether it's holistic or, allopathic. I feel like getting on some kind of new medications comes up here for some of you Geminis in November. So I just want to take a moment here before I go on to cards number 4 and 5 and let you know that if you're interested, I have a new video series I've recorded for Vimeo and Patreon, and it's brand new. I've never done this before. It's called Wisdom and Guidance Psychic Tarot Readings using the Wildwood Tarot deck. I looked at 4 categories in this reading: health and wellness, finance and career and finance, love and romance, and friends and family. So I look into those 4 areas using the Wildwood Tarot deck. 2 cards I believe I used for each position, and they were very interesting. They're very cool cards. The pictures are really well done, and they really do provide a lot of, like, a good portal for my spirit guides to bring through messages. So you may want to check them out, and you might want to get your rising sign and your sun sign in that video series. Also, last month, with my new video series was and you're still available if you haven't checked them out, you may want to, Spirit Animals Tarot, Oracle cards, and Jasper crystal readings. If you're someone that resonates with animals, animal spirit guides, animal totems, animal medicine, animal spirit guides of any kind, this is the reading for you. I used many different, like I said, I did 3 animal totem tarot cards, 1 animal medicine card, 1 spirit animal card, and I psychically read the Jasper crystal ball in the readings. And I don't use that a lot, and some people really do find it's accurate for them, the Jasper crystal. So if you resonate with animals, or you have past life connections to animals and animal spirits and their messages, you may want to check those out. Also, don't forget, if you want a continuation and an expansion of this tarot reading, you can get my psychic crystal reading for November 2025 for each sign of the zodiac. These links for these videos are all down below in the description, and in the description box under the video. They're also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. You can also buy these videos on Patreon. The link to Patreon is also down below and also on the videos page of my website. And you would just go to Patreon shop and you can buy the same videos that I sell on Vimeo on Patreon. So card number 4 for you, Gemini, is the 4 of Wands. And this is a card that symbolizes getting married, going to a wedding, attending a wedding, throwing a wedding for somebody else, attending a party, throwing a party. It could also be a celebration, celebratory conclusion to something. Can also mean success in springtime. Somebody in your life is very likely getting engaged and getting married. It could be you, it could be one of your children or a grandchild. And I feel it's going to be a big party or a big hoopla, as my guides say. So whether it's you doing it or a relative to you doing it, it should be a big event. Even if you're throwing it yourself, I see candles everywhere, inside or outside, because some of you may do the event yourself, and you could do it in a natural setting, and like it could be outside, and you may have a lot of candles and things of lighting like that outdoors. You could get invited to a wedding that will be an absolute scream or dream, either one. So I feel like if you get invited to one, or a party, even if it's not a wedding, but it comes up as a wedding, you should definitely go. You're going to have a great time. You're going to kick your heels up or have a lot of fun dancing or laughing or both. So I would definitely recommend going to that event, that wedding. A lot of memories are going to be created at this event. People will be talking about this for months and maybe years. It could even be like a luau wedding. There could be a big, giant fire pit. There could be a roasted, pig or something in the fire pit. It could be like a luau. Like, seriously, I'm seeing like all these tiki torches or candles outside. I see lights hanging in trees. I don't know. It's pretty cool. So if you don't live somewhere where it's warm enough to do this, It could be something that's created that's inside that looks like it's outside. Or it could be a destination wedding or gathering that's in some place like warm, tropical, or, you know, because I get all those elements connected to it. You're going to take a lot of videos. You're going to take a lot of pictures. If you're an artist in photography, like really great in photography, you could take some phenomenal pictures, or you may be taking pictures and then making a creation of, like, if you're good with like oil painting or watercolor or acrylic or something, you may end up doing that, like take pictures of it and then go home and later, you know, make some kind of painting or portrait out of it, or put together a video about it. So the last card in your reading, Gemini, is the Ten of Cups, and this is happily ever after. Happy home, happy love, happy family. Everybody's emotionally happy here, usually healthy too, can be the whole entire family. You could gather together to celebrate somebody's life. It could be a wedding, it could be a funeral. You may also feel the awesome power of the divine source working through your life in November and December. You could feel like you're getting all these like amazing gifts and blessings could be coming to you in these 2 months. You could even have miracles, miraculous breakthroughs in health. You could see things, miraculous things in the sky. You could experience, like I said, miracles. You could see angels. You could have visions. I mean, miraculous things are buzzing in your life and around you in November and December. If you were waiting for a grant, a loan, or a gift of cash, or an inheritance, I feel like it comes through to you, especially through family members in November. If you start a family company or business, it will really do well and take off if you start it in November. You could also feel a boost to your family. You could feel like some old traditions or family values or ways of thinking that seem to be lost to time comes back and gets reinvigorated and reignited in November. That could be in your own family unit. If you have a partner and you and your partner and you have kids, it could be in that unit. It could be in the family unit that's the one you were brought up in. If you enter to win any kind of contest for a family ski vacation getaway, trip to another country, or something that would be family oriented, you will win. So if there's any contest, like for, you know, like I said, a ski holiday, a tropical holiday, some kind of getaway, maybe even to win like an RV that the whole family could use, or a camper, or win something like a cruise. Those kind of things, if you enter, it could work out for you that you win. In November, you find out that you win. You could find it's a good month for you to get fixed deals on certain things. It could be cell phone data, cell phone packages. It could be like some kind of it would affect your family. It could be streaming services. It could be some other things that you could sign up, subscribe to, or join that would be, and if it would affect your family, it's going to go well. You could even join a church, a club, a group, an organization that's more family oriented or family based. That would also work out well for you, or any type of club, group, or organization that could circle around family unity, family values, strengthening the family, things that involve family events even. So those are things to look into, Gemini, in November. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Gemini's, Pisces also got it so far. You both got it. Clear quartz. So clear quartz enhances psychic ability, and it aids in concentration, and it unlocks memory. Clear quartz stimulates the immune system and brings the body back into balance. It also harmonizes the chakras and aligns the subtle bodies. It's going to be a great boosting, uplifting stone for you. It's also going to be a stone that's going to intrigue your mind and help you, it's going to make you want to investigate new things, new theories, do research, analyze things, study, learning. Any of that is going to be activated in you if you're wearing or carrying or clear quartz or putting it under your pillow when you're asleep. If you have clogged ears, trouble with your ears, ear infections, or anything to do with your ears, I feel like somehow it's going to help. It's going to help any ear problems you might be having. It would also be a great stone for you to wear or carry immediately following a surgery. If you have to recover from any kind of surgical procedures, clear quartz is going to help you with that. It's also a good clearing your energy field stone. So if you need to clear out old energy and start something new and bringing new energy, clear quartz is going to be good for you for that in November. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It does mean a lot to me, and it helps me a lot. And thank you when you hit that hype button, because I have seen my videos start to show up more. So I do believe it does help the algorithms. And if you're interested in any of the special videos I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop. I've created a list you can read here on this slide. They are also linked below this video in the description box and on my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. You can also get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides by following me on Facebook at The Lucky Mermaid LLC, also on X, Pamela Georgel at The Lucky Mermaid, and here on YouTube on my YouTube posts. So you may want to check those out. And I also post many written content of predictions and messages on Patreon. So you may want to become a Patreon member. So I hope you have absolutely awesome month of November, all the signs of the zodiac, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.